some people have an empowered view of the world because there's so many choices on how they can look at it. So many choices in the way they see the world and themselves in it. Whereas some people, the way they see themselves, there are no choices in that world. Hey guys, Tait here from Fork in the Road, your channel for transformation. Right now I'm doing a few videos on the meta model, and in particular the book from which all of this spawned decades ago in I think it was the 80s. That is this book here by Richard Bandler and John Grinder. It is called The Structure of Magic. And that is the magic that's inside you as a person, the magic of how you create your world. And that's what this is about. It's about the language we use, which is a clue to what's going on in your unconscious mind. Well, I just thought I'd bring out a little piece here from this video, from the meta model, from this book, and that is how we can help ourselves move forward. And the word choices comes into the game. And so we're talking about choices with regards to, I'm on page 14, taking a couple of notes, and it talks about people continuing to put themselves in a negative position and how we reinforce our opinions of ourselves. And so that's what this chapter's about. So this chapter 1 in the book, and it talks about how we reinforce it. And the basic premise is we have a map of the world, a model of the world, a way we think the world is, and we will do everything in our power to reinforce that. Which is crazy if you're not having a great life, but if you don't know any different, that's what we do. We reinforce it. And so what this is about is choices. This chapter is about choices. It's about some people have an empowered view of the world because there's so many choices on how they can look at it. So many choices in the way they see the world and themselves in it. Whereas some people, the way they see themselves, there are no choices in that world. And what happens is that causes pain. Yet someone can go through exactly the same situation, and not have pain, but have empowerment and look at it totally differently. And there's lots of different examples you could go through. Twins growing up in the same family, having a different experience, where the father and the mother, perhaps one twin, they say in the book here, as a good example, one twin says that the parents were always fighting and favoured badly the sister, made her the golden child. And then the other brother says, well, mum and dad had a good, robust relationship where they talked everything through. And they did favour our sister a little bit. It's a very different way of seeing the world. One's going to carry resentment, and the other is going to carry with it just the more, mum and dad loved me. That's a very different way of looking at the world. So that is just one way how you can have different choices on how you look at the world. Fabulous book. Really enjoying it, and I think you will too. It's tricky reading a little bit, but I'm getting through it pretty well. But overall, that's the message, is that our model of the world we reinforce, and that model of the world is how we limit our choices.